I'm Kathy Mizell Nelson. I work in the publications department as an editor. I'm checking the accuracy of labels that are going to go on the wall for an exhibition. We have to make sure that what we display on the wall is correct and matches what we have in our database. So the curator has prepared a draft of the labels for me, and I need to double check to make sure everything is spelled correctly, we have correct dates, and the number of the item that is in our database is matching up. Accuracy is really important for the Historic New Orleans collection because we want to make sure that the public is getting correct information about the items that we display. I think I've discovered a bit of a problem with one of the labels. The maker, that is the manufacturer, is listed as John Gosch's Sons in New Orleans. But the description says it's a French porcelain sugar bowl, so it can't both be made in France and in New Orleans. I'm going to have to ask one of my colleagues for explanation. Hey, Heather.
Hey, Kathy.
I think I've found a problem with one of the labels for this exhibition.
Okay.
The maker says it's John Gosch's Sons in New Orleans, but the description says it's French porcelain. So I'm confused. I don't know if it was made in France or in New Orleans.
Okay, let's check our database. We want to check that one instead of the online catalog for a more in-depth description. Okay, Kathy, do you have the identification number?
Sure. It's 2014.0412.1.
Okay, let's take a look at the record. The description says that it's a French porcelain sugar bowl with tall rectangular form, and the maker is unknown.
Okay.
Let's give Kristen a call in cataloging and see if she can bring up the item.
Hi, Kristen.
Hey, how are you?
Just fine. Thank you for coming up.
Oh, it's no problem. Heather told me what you were working on. I thought maybe if we pulled these pieces and looked at them, we could solve some of those problems.
I hope so. So I couldn't tell if it was a French maker or if it was John Gosch's Sons in New Orleans.
I know, it is really confusing from the catalog record. But I think I have kind of solved your mystery.
Great.
Move these out of the way. So I pulled a few pieces from this china set that's going to be in the exhibit. You can see this one, I mean, it has no mark at all, right? It looks like it's totally washed off just from use. This one, same plate, but there is a mark, and that's that John Gosch's Son mark that you were seeing in the catalog and on the label in red.
And it says New Orleans.
It does. It says New Orleans, and I don't see any other marks on this piece.
Okay.
But, so something I learned in grad school was to always check the bottom of the serving pieces, because those are the ones that are usually marked. So I did grab a sugar bowl for you too. I know this one's going into the exhibit. As you can see on the back here, in addition to that John Gosch's Son mark that's on the plate,
they're kind of faint.
They are really faint, and they're under the glaze. So this one, it looks like it says Disposé.
Oh yeah, what does that mean?
So that means registered in French.
Oh, okay.
So that means that this pattern was registered in France by a French maker. And there are a few other marks here. This one may be an M. This one's maybe an MR in script.
That's really pretty.
It is really pretty. I've done a lot of research and I can't identify these marks at all. So after talking with the curators, maybe it'll be best to just say an unknown French maker.
All right.
I can go ahead and check and change the record today in the database. But I think we should talk to Lindsay, our database manager, because I would imagine there are a few other pieces that are cataloged in a really confusing way.
Oh, right.
So maybe she can clean that data up for us.
Great. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem.
This is Lindsay. Hey, Heather. Yes. Yeah, I understand. Okay, I can make those changes for you. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, so I am going to correct manufacturer information for this object in the database. And those changes will be reflected in the online catalog for Heather and the rest of our public to see immediately.
Hey, Kathy, I think that record has been updated.
Oh, great.
So can you remind me again what it should say?
Well, the maker is actually an unknown manufacturer in France, and the John Gosch's Sons in New Orleans was the retailer.
Yep, that's what it says. Lindsay updated the database, and therefore the online catalog is going to be updated as well.
Oh, great. So now when people look it up in the catalog, it'll be correct.
Yeah. Good teamwork.